Today, we're going to learn how to use the SLAPCHOP technique with the XPRESS color range, achieving great results in very little time. We begin by priming the miniature with black spray paint. This gives us a solid base for everything that comes next. Now, I apply a dry brush across the entire miniature using light gray. This tone is perfect as a mid-tone for the technique we're using. Make sure to wipe off excess paint from the brush before applying, so we don't cover up the black undercoat too much. Use light, gentle strokes without pressing. Let the paint naturally catch on the raised surfaces. For those hard-to-reach spots, I switch to a smaller brush. That way, I can still dry brush with control and precision. Next, I highlight the brightest areas using dead white, still with the dry brush technique. This step is key. It gives us 3 levels of light: a dark tone, a mid-tone, and a highlight. These will form the foundation for the XPRESS colors. To paint the skin, I use iceberg gray. This gives a cool bluish hue that fits the look I'm going for. I load the brush with a generous amount of paint and apply it gently, letting the light and shadow underneath do the work. With Caribbean turquoise, I paint the back area to add color variation and make the walrus skin more visually interesting. I also use this color on the tail and scales, which helps unify those areas. With deep purple, I shade part of the back and add contrast on the tail. I use glazes to create smooth transitions between colors, helping the tones blend naturally. Next, I use fairy skin to paint part of the fin, adding a warmer, lighter highlight. For the clothing, I go with willow bark, a dark muted brown that doesn't stand out too much. To separate elements like the belt, I use mahogany, a slightly lighter brown that helps visually distinguish the parts while keeping the whole palette consistent. For the barrel, I use wasteland brown and then apply a lighter tone that contrasts nicely with the previous browns. I paint the remaining cloth and straps using willow bark again. This helps maintain overall harmony in the miniature, reinforcing that muted brown color scheme. This way, secondary elements stay integrated without drawing attention away from the main parts. With copper brown, I paint the armor skirt and the bracers. I like to alternate brown tones to avoid the model looking too flat or uniform. For the bracer claws, I use Bag of Bones, a great natural shade for the look I'm aiming for. I use the same color for the fur on the bracers. Now onto the tusks. I start with a base of Bag of Bones, and while it's still wet, blend in willow bark at the base. This gives me a soft, realistic transition. I repeat this same process on the spines along the back to keep the look consistent across the model. As I wrap up some final details, I use willow bark once more to unify areas without pulling attention from the focal points. For the nails, I use black magnolia. I love this color. It has a bluish tint that works beautifully with the overall palette. I've chosen these 3 colors, Imperial Yellow, Storm Blue, and Martian Orange, to add pops of brightness on specific details, like the fish in the barrel. Now I go back with a soft dry brush of wolf gray over the skin. This enhances the volume even more. I also touch up parts of the face to better define the expression. As you can see, the walrus armor is already painted. You can find the full step-by-step process on our social media pages. With diluted fairy skin and XPRESS medium, I add some subtle touches of color to the skin: the snout, around the eyes, the feet, the fingers. These nuances bring the miniature to life, adding visual richness and depth. Over this work, I apply a very diluted red ink as a soft wash to create a subtle pinkish tint on the reddish areas of the skin. As you can see, it's a very subtle effect, applied with heavily thinned paint. Take it slow to avoid ruining previous layers. I also repeat this wash on the tail to better integrate it with the rest of the miniature. Now for the eyes, I start by painting the socket black, then add a small highlight with dead white. That's all it takes. And just like that, we've completed the miniature in under 2 hours and 30 minutes with a method that balances speed and quality. You'll find the full tutorial for the beach style base on our social media. Let us know what you thought of this project and what you'd like to see in upcoming videos.